I have not seen him since I was 5 after my parents got divorced on the grounds of his affair, and my family hates him for that. My aunt was pissed that he showed his face at her door. He asked nicely to know where I am and to go and see me. My aunt, of course in her fashion, laid it onto him about his affair. He took it and apologized after and asked for my whereabouts. My aunt messaged me to say if I was okay with my dad knowing where I was. I told her it would be fine if we met at a cafe or restaurant nearby, so we met today and had a nice breakfast. He asked me what was wrong and why I had run away. I thought he knew, so I said, "What do you think?" He said my mother told him that I got scolded and grounded for something and was pissed, so I ran away. And it was probably teenage angst according to my egg donor. I was effing dumbfounded. I told him that's not even close to why. I told him everything that happened after, what she did, more like didn't do, and how she reacted when I tried to tell her I felt unsafe. He was effing pissed. He was pissed for the fact that he didn't know about it earlier and for the fact mother tried to lie and get him to coerce me into going home. After the meeting he told me he was going to mother's house and confronting her. He says he will take me away with him and threatens to sue her for abuse because some of the things she did to me are clauses for emotional and psychological abuse. He is also threatening to cut off my brother's education fund and transfer them for me to use. He left and I don't know what happened afterwards, but I think he is going to speak to his lawyers with me soon. Mini update. My aunt told me my mother and father have both been arrested. Apparently my father went to mother's house to tell her he isn't going to help control his child. She said he is going to pull up being a good dad and get her daughter to come home so that they can be a happy family. And she added that's the least he can do for us. My dad blew up at that comment. He said something like, "You are the one that needs to pull up and protect both your children, not only one, and I couldn't see them because of you two." This led to a screaming match and the neighbors called the police. They came and separated both of them and took them to the station. My dad called one of his friends to bail him out and my egg donor called her sister, my other aunt, who refused to help her and bail her out. So egg donor stayed in the station overnight while my brother spent the night at the station as well. And it has also come to my attention that some of the comments on this post were right. Egg donor got a restriction order on my dad citing mental instability. He had PTSD from a work incident that happened to him when he was 25-ish. Egg donor 1. The stipulated guideline was he couldn't have contact with us unless contacted first. She never gave us his number or means to contact him, unless it was when she passed me the phone to call him to ask him to give her more money for our children, which I don't know what happened to. Egg donors then made up lies that told us he abandoned us. I effing hope that night I jail have her a hard as slap to the face.